Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this game, I never thought I'd ever get this checkmate happening. So we're going for, he's going for the Sicilian. This is all fine. We're pushing the bishop out. Typically, you don't want to go for the bishop coming out early. A lot of times you can start, knight comes out, pawn push the pawn. And if you go back here, sometimes you trap the bishop, or you have to trade the bishop off. But we didn't go for this. We're just trying to, if we need to, push the bishop back, and I can bring the bishop back here in the retreat square rather than get the bishop trapped. It's pawns. We don't want to do that. So now we're going for the center here. This is some of the moves that I'm still trying to improve on. So it was really good I saw it in this game. Take, getting the control of the center quite early. Pins the knight. We try and push the bishop away. He runs back. This is very passive as well. Moving the knight out, trying to get simple development moves. Castling. This is all fine. Our opponent has just done nothing but pawn moves. So this is a disaster for our opponent. And this is what you're not supposed to do in the opening. So in the opening, you're supposed to get all your pieces out and try and develop your pieces. Castle as quick as you can. But our opponent didn't do any of that. He was playing a different game. We just run back here, trying to keep the pressure on the f7 square, which is a huge weakness of black early on in the game when they haven't castled. He just keeps pushing pawns. I'm not really sure about this. This was his first move where he started pushing the bishop out. This was move 11 when he first pushed his bishop out, pinning the knight. So we didn't like that idea. So whenever they're pinning a piece, you want to remove the pin. A lot of times I just go, all right, I'll remember this, and then later on, I'll just move the knight out or move the knight to a better square or different square. And then they just take the queen and I'm like, oh. So sometimes just instead of having to remember the pin, sometimes just get yourself out of the pin and you can do that instead. And that way you can't find your queen like that. We don't have to take too much care at this stage because we've got the center. We have everything we need so far. We just need to be patient and just continue simple developments, get your rooks linked up together, and just try and simply, just go to simple development moves. Don't need to freak out. And also, another thing too in the opening, if your opponent hasn't castled, that's when you can start thinking about opening up the center. And when you have an advantage like this, especially an advantage like in the opening with piece development as well, you can definitely go for opening up the center and trying to open up the king. So there's all these nice moves. We can push with the pawn, and with all of a sudden you can get the rook on e1, bishop comes out, rook on rook on c1. Open file, semi-open file. This is just, you couldn't actually plan for such a better attack or a better opening. I mean, the queen is a little bit dangerous here, so you've got to be careful here as well. But we just take, and there's actually a really big threat here. He actually misses the threat. If you can, guys, pause the video and see what the next move is for it. Alright, so this was mate in one, so hopefully you guys saw it. I think this is the hillbilly checkmate, actually, so this is quite funny. I never thought in my world I'd actually have this in a game. I actually got it in. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next video.